Are, Ray.
Great, go for it.
Thank you. So, welcome everyone, and I want to say thank you for joining our customer success webinar for today, getting involved with the Summon community. Many times after implementation, customers are unaware of the various Ex Libris offerings available to them. We've constructed this presentation in hopes is that it serves as a guide on how you can become more connected with the Summon community. During the session, you'll learn insights into the various ways you can get involved with the Summon community, how Ex Libris fosters community among customers with events like Illuna and Igloo, a little bit about our Summon working group, and some information on how customer success can help customers connect with others in community and also events that we hold. Before we hop in, I want to note that if along the presentation you have any questions, just feel free to pop them in the chat and we can address them together. To start off, I kind of want to get us thinking about the definition of community. So, community is a feeling of fellowship with others as a result of sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals. At Ex Libris, we work hard to provide customers with a variety of resources so that they feel connected with the community of Summon users and Ex Libris staff. During the presentation, we'll talk about how you can get more connected with the community. For our agenda today, we'll focus on three main themes. I'll start off by highlighting the various Ex Libris platforms you can connect with online, including our Summon listserv, social media channels, the Ideas Exchange, and our Knowledge Center. I'll then go into detail on the benefits of interacting with the customer success team and how we can help you stay in the know about Ex Libris events and offerings. Finally, I'll share the benefits of joining our Ex Libris user groups, Illuna and Igloo. I'll share information on their membership goals and provide insights into the Summon product working group. This is a great presentation if you're an existing user just looking to get more involved in your institution, in your institution Summon, or if you've recently hired a new colleague who'd like to become more involved with Summon. I'll start off with a little introduction about me. My name is Taylor Schaefges. I am a member of the customer success team and specifically a customer success community specialist. A part of my job is interacting with customers like you and helping you guys optimize your Summon and 360 services. I'm also involved in the strategy for our digital engagement program and monthly newsletters. I graduated from the University of Missouri in 2018 and now live in downtown Chicago. A fun fact about me, I own a cat named Lana and a dog named Kane, who's a German Shepherd. All right, so to start us off, I'll first share the various ways you can get connected with the Summon community online. So when interacting with new customers, one of the first things we do is encourage you to sign up for the Summon mailing list, or more commonly known as a Summon listserv. The listserv provides subscribers with a forum to connect with fellow Summon admins and Ex Libris staff. You can think of it as a free community discussion list. Members of the listserv can participate in product discussions and receive relevant Summon and 360 updates. You'll also receive news on new enhancements and release information, new content and databases added to the Summon index, and some updates on plan maintenance. All active Summon subscribers are able to join the Summon listserv. We recommend that you sign up for the main listserv, but we do provide additional listservs for specific regions around the globe. Some of the regions include China, the Netherlands, France, Portugal, and more. So make sure to check out that link if you're interested, if there's a regional listserv for your specific community. To sign up for the listserv, you'll first want to fill out the following form on our screen. Enter in your email address, a password, and preferred language, and after filling out the form, make sure to click subscribe. You can also choose when you would like to receive listserv posts in real time, summarized daily, or weekly. You may be wondering, what sort of things do users post? Many times, customers raise questions related to Summon and 360 products, and you can also share tips and tricks you've learned, such as helpful optimizations. We also see libraries posting job opportunities, which is why the listserv is such a great forum to help build community in the library service industry. Another excellent way to stay informed about the Summon and Ex Libris news is to follow us on our social accounts. This way, you'll never miss an update on what's trending in the Ex Libris community. With our YouTube channel, you'll gain a wealth of information ranging from past webinars to how-to tutorials. It's a great channel to utilize if you're looking to brush up on any Summon or 360 trainings. For our Ex Libris blog, it's a great way to get informed on the latest initiatives and solutions at Ex Libris, along with critical articles from thought leaders on library management. For example, you'll learn from Ex Libris experts on what's relevant in the library services industry today and how you can help your institution. Similar to our blog, the Ex Libris podcast, Citing the Obvious, provides industry insights on hot topics and issues that face the modern academic library. The podcast is available on all podcast platforms. I want to now switch gears and, now that you're aware of the resources and how you can receive updates and news via social, I'd like to talk about our Ideas Exchange. The purpose of the Ex Libris Ideas Exchange is to facilitate communication directly between you, the user, and the Ex Libris product management team to help the team set development priorities. The ability to submit and review ideas is an invaluable source for helping to further develop Summon in the most effective ways. You can share your ideas, support your favorite ideas submitted by fellow Summon admins, and give feedback on popular ideas. You can help us improve Summon as well as the 360 and Total administrative services by telling us what you'd like to see. Here's an example of what the Ideas Exchange looks like. As you can see, you can enter in your idea, check out other submissions from fellow colleagues, and vote for your favorites. We encourage you to comment on ideas, and Ex Libris will sometimes comment as well. You can sort by hot topics, categories, and even the status of the idea. This website is completely open, so we encourage anyone at your library to create a submission. All you'll need to get started is your institutional email address. And I'd just like to note that Gmail and other generic emails aren't accepted, so make sure to use your institutional address. Now let's talk a little bit about how submitting and voting works. So you can potentially submit 25 ideas, and you're allotted 25 points to use as desired. If you submit an idea, you must give at least 1 point to that idea. Points can be used for submitting an idea or supporting an idea. Product development is continually looking at top ideas for analysis and possible adoption to the Summon roadmap. And this happens on a monthly basis. So, which is why it's so great that you guys have the ability to put in your input and we can actually go over it, look at it, and take it into account for possible optimizations in the future. An idea with an accepted status indicates that Ex Libris acknowledges their importance and is planning to add them to the product roadmap. The Content Ideas Exchange follows the same concept as the Summon Ideas Exchange. It's an avenue where you can use your voice to influence how Ex Libris can improve content. Your input helps us extend our discovery indexes and knowledge bases, so make sure to tell us what collections and data you'd like to see added. Now, let's talk a little bit about our Ex Libris Knowledge Center. Here, you will find a wealth of information, including the latest info on all Ex Libris products, including Summon. You'll find articles on product documentation, training, knowledge articles, release notes, roadmaps, release schedules, the content corner, product highlights, and best practices. I'd like to highlight our best practices and how-to section. The customer success team has been hard at work developing and building this out this year and will continue to do so. And this section allows customers to access a library of valuable how-tos, workflow best practices, and learn how to get the most out of your summon services. This year, we've added 2 new sections, with the first being discovery optimizations and library recommendations, where you can find curated tips for summon admins. The second section is designed to support libraries and make available to them summon specific materials designed to be able to share with your library patrons. Under these sections, you can find articles like how to optimize your data and utilize summon analytics to make strategic decisions for your institution. I want to switch gears and quickly note on our Summon API Developer Network. With the API Developer Network, you can collaborate and share API development experiences. You'll find in-depth documentation for configuring Summon APIs. And we also have a Summon Tech blog where we share success stories on using the Summon APIs. Getting involved with the customer success community can greatly impact your library. Here, I'm going to be highlighting the benefits of customer success and how we can really help you manage your library discovery layer. Here are some ways that we can help. We can do configuration reviews with you where we advise on features and services that might benefit your library users. We also break down what you need to know about your services. You can opt in to receive emails about upcoming releases and new features. And we can get you in touch with the right departments and people at Ex Libris. As a benefit to interacting with customer success, you can opt in to receive monthly featurettes where distilled product knowledge and best practices are delivered directly to your inbox. We can also connect you with other examples of libraries live summon instances to serve as an example for possible customizations that you can adopt at your library. We'd like to think of our team as like a white glove service. So we do individual walkthroughs, overviews, and discussions. And really, we want to listen and lend a hand, meeting you where you're at and helping you move forward. Along with our one-on-one consultations, we also provide a diverse range of informational webinars. Just this year, we've held sessions on understanding summon usage reports, optimizing your data for discoverability, and key strategies we've learned from the pandemic. We also hold a quarterly What's New with Summon webinar led by product manager Brent Cook, where you can get updates on what's included on the roadmap, what's ahead, and what features will be live in the next quarterly release. And in addition to our digital webinars, this year we'll be hosting a virtual version of our Summon Customer Days. Each event will be held utilizing Microsoft Teams, which will allow an interactive experience to easily communicate with each other, share thoughts, and exchange ideas. We encourage you to join the conversation and register for this year's event. I'd like to now talk about how you can get involved with our Ex Libris user groups. One of the offerings provided to all Ex Libris customers is the ability to become a member of our affiliated user groups, Illuna and Igloo. Illuna stands for the Ex Libris users of North America, and Igloo represents the international group of Ex Libris users. As a subset of these organizations, Ex Libris users have created product working groups to influence the development of our products. The Summon Working Group works directly with product managers and is responsible for the NERS system, where customers can vote on new features to add to the roadmap. Aluna and Igloo are the voice and advocates for institutions of all sizes and all library types, including academic, public, government, and corporate entities, as well as library consortia. The purpose is to promote the exchange of information among the users of Ex Libris products in order to enhance their library services. Sharing ideas on solutions, innovations, documentation, and resources are what you can expect from these organizations. For the Igloo and Aluna annual conferences, members can attend for a discounted fee. To explore more, check out their websites respectively. You might be wondering who can join Aluna and Igloo. So any institution with a contract for an Ex Libris product can become a member of Igloo and Aluna. Memberships are valid for 1 calendar year, and to become a member, you'll need to complete an application form and submit a membership fee. Once accepted, your institution will enjoy the educational and networking benefits through additional listservs, webinars, regional meetings, and of course, the annual conferences. If you're looking for more information on membership fees, please visit our Aluna and Igloo membership websites. This is a great segue into our Summon Working Group. So the Summon Working Group is a subset of Aluna members dedicated to the product development of Summon. The group consists of around 8 to 9 team members, which fluctuates year to year, who are involved in collaborative testing, training, focus groups, and the NERS enhancement voting. Periodically, when a vacancy arises on the team, the group will open up an application and promote the vacancy through the Summon listserv. So if you're hoping for your institution to join the Summon Working Group, keep an eye out on the listserv as sometimes spots do open up. So one of the main processes the Summon Working Group is involved in is the NERS enhancement request process. The Igloo and Aluna enhancement voting process is the only channel for roadmap commitment. Popular ideas submitted via the Idea Exchange do influence the NERS process on what will be included in the Summon roadmap. If you're looking to get involved in the NERS process, you need to make sure that your institution is first a member of Aluna or Igloo, and you must also have a NERS account. To demonstrate a little bit more about how the process works, here's a great visual that demonstrates exactly what takes place behind the scenes. So first up, the Summon Working Group will obtain a report of Summon and 360 and TOTA ideas from the Ideas Exchange. So this is why we really encourage customers to submit those ideas via the Idea Exchange, because it actually goes into how the NERS voting process and what's incorporated in the roadmap. After they obtain the report, the team will review and develop a preliminary list for the voting ballot. They'll then consult with Brent Cook, our product developer, on our product manager, on selected ideas to make sure they're not already on the roadmap. And then the ideas are loaded into NERS and the ballot is announced via the Summon listserv. The team will then submit top votes to Brent for assignment of complexity points and making final selections based on the points budget. The team and Brent will then announce the new set of roadmap commitments to the Summon community. Now that we've done a deep dive into all the available ways you can get involved with the Summon community, I'd like to open up the floor and take any questions that you guys might have.
Taylor, so a question came in asking if the Summon customer days are available in other regions.
That's a great question. So, right now we have Summon customer days for North America, including Canada, and we are also hosting um, Summon Customer Day for the UK region. That one, I believe, is October 21st. So those are the two main ones that Ex Libris is facilitating. But I know that other communities get together and actually, you know, create their own events. So I know the Netherlands region customers outside of Ex Libris, they get together. It's a small community, and they invite product management to come, tell a little bit about what's going on in the Summon community, give some updates, and then they talk amongst themselves. So it's possible to facilitate other Summon customer days, but right now, we're just holding them for the UK and the United States, and some regions in Canada. But if your community or region is looking to have customer days available to them, reach out to us, and we can always talk about what's possible and how to facilitate that.
Thanks, Taylor. I also went ahead and included a link in the chat to the upcoming one that is being done for the UK. So,
Perfect. Thank you, Ray.
yeah, no problem at all. All right, another question that we've got here says, so I'm not usually in contact with CS or vendors, but I have a client center account. Am I able to join the Summon mailing list?
Yes, so the Summon mailing list is open to all Summon subscribers. So even if you're not in contact with customer success, we definitely encourage you to join the Summon listserv. If you're more involved with behind the scenes thing, it's still great because you can see what other customers are talking about in regards to linking and other things that might come up with your Summon services. So absolutely go ahead and register via the form, and you're more than welcome to join.
Great. Okay, another question here about the idea exchange. If somebody's submission is accepted, do they get their point back?
So yes, if an idea is accepted, the development, like it's accepted, it's put into development. You actually do get your point back, so you won't be penalized for submitting any awesome ideas that we end up including. So yes, you'll get your point back.
Perfect. Okay, another one. How do I provide feedback on knowledge articles?
Oh, that's a great question. So when you're in the Knowledge Center, if you're looking at a specific article and you see something that, I would be a great addition, what you can do, there's a little feedback button. It's kind of hard to see, but it's gray. You can click that, submit your feedback, and our team members will receive that feedback and go ahead and incorporate it into the knowledge articles. And, we love to have customers' feedback. It really helps us create the best articles and how to and information sharing for everyone in the organization.
And I'll encourage everybody to use that across any of the training, anything on the CKC or on Knowledge Center. When you submit that feedback, it goes directly to our teams and we get a chance to improve it. It really is helpful to us. So taking the time to do that, we always are very appreciative of. All right, that hits all of the questions that I've got. So if anybody else has a question that you would still like to ask, we've got a moment now for you to go ahead and fill that out here in the chat. Just make sure you select all panelists. That'll help us make sure that we see it. While I wait for us to have any other questions come through, I'd like to encourage you to fill out the survey that's going to pop up automatically when you leave today's session, and let us know how we did, and let us know if there's anything else you'd like to see. We really value and use all of the suggestions that we get to build out the training that we continue to offer. And I'm not seeing any other questions come in. So Taylor, unless you have anything else, we can go ahead and wrap up.
Yeah, I'd just like to say thank you, everyone, for taking the time today to join this session. And if you're interested at all in getting involved in any of the organizations referenced or any of the events or webinars, you can reach out to me or your customer success manager, and we can definitely guide you in the right direction. And I'd just like to say thanks again, and everyone enjoy the rest of their day.
Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful day. We'll send out the recording and the PowerPoint by end of business tomorrow.